Sandy Watson, A Life-Changing Day. A Life-Changing Day, Sandy Watson.
If I asked you to pick a day, just one day, that had such an impact it changed your life, what day would it be? What day would you pick? For me, June 27th, 2004. It was a Sunday evening, and as I was getting ready to attend 6 o'clock church services, I decided not to go. Instead, I went the opposite direction to the potluck we were having afterwards. When I arrived, there was a woman there named Karen. We had prayed for her that morning because she was sick. In fact, she was dying and waiting for a liver transplant. Before I left, I made sure to kiss her goodbye, and I told her, "You'll have a donor soon. I can just feel it in my bones." I never imagined her donor would be my oldest son, Jeremy. I got the knock on the door at 10:30 that night. I knew by the look on the officer's face that my life was never going to be the same. Jeremy was in an accident. It was a rollover accident just before 6 o'clock on the exact route I would have taken had I gone to church. I don't know what you believe. I don't know if you have faith, but I'm certain that I do. And I believe that it was divine intervention that stopped me from going to church that night and coming up on the accident that took my 25-year-old son's life. When I got to the hospital, Tori, Jeremy's younger brother, was already there. I walked into the room and I found him with his head laying on his brother's chest, listening to his heartbeat. He was telling him that it was strong and to hold on. When the nurse in the room looked at us and said, "Your loved one is gone," Tori started arguing with the man, telling him, no, my brother's a fighter, not a quitter. But when he looked me straight in the eyes and he said it again, "Your loved one is gone," I knew what he meant. The only reason Jeremy's heart was beating so strongly was the life support. Our loved one, my son, was gone. There is no greater pain than that of losing your child. I felt like the world stopped turning, and I have no idea how much time passed between that moment and the moment we were approached by a woman from TOSA, Texas Organ Sharing Alliance, informing us Jeremy was a donor. We were able to designate Jeremy's liver to Karen, and it was a perfect match. Hers is not the only life that was saved. There were 5. My son saved 5 lives. 5. Nearly a year had passed when I got a letter from a man named Richard. Richard is the gentleman that has Jeremy's heart. His heart. I know every life that was saved matters. But this man has my baby's heart. And I still remember the first first time I ever heard it beat. Of course, Richard became a part of our lives. Tori and I attended his wedding, and I will always remember looking across the reception room and once again seeing Tori listening to his brother's heartbeat. Only this time, his head was resting on Richard's chest. June 27th, 2004. It is the saddest day of my life. But mixed within that sorrow, there's a feeling of joy. There's a sense of pride in knowing that on that day, my son, John Jeremy Stevens, became a hero. Not just to Karen, or to Richard, or to the other 3 people whose lives he saved that day. He's my hero. He's my inspiration. He is my why. You have what it takes. Look around this room. You all have what it takes inside to donate life, to become someone's hero, to give them a life-changing day. Thank you. Madam President.